Day in my life as an American tennis player on the ITF Challenger Tour, and if you've been reading the captions, you will have known that my flight home was actually canceled on top of everything. But I have the most amazing team ever, and they booked me on another flight for tomorrow. So I got another night in the hotel and went outside to go to the beach, and it was raining and also freezing cold. And I thought about going back in, but then I was like, you know what? I'm 30 minutes from the beach, I am gonna go. And so I sprinted out to my car and contemplated maybe buying an umbrella sometime in the near future. But then I got to the beach and it was all totally worth it. I just love the beach so much. I've said this before, but the ocean has become my old friend during these tennis trips. It's always there for me to sit by it and tell the sea all my problems, and somehow I always end up feeling lighter afterwards. We didn't get into this tournament, and you're probably wondering, was it all a waste? Like, you came all the way here, didn't even get to play a match. And I used to think it was all for nothing too. There was that one off season where I spent almost every weekend working tournaments so that I could save up money to pay for the tournament expenses, and then I spent all this money on a tournament that I ended up not getting into, and I was like, oh my gosh, is it all for nothing? It is not all for nothing. I learned this very quickly early on. I get better at traveling each time. I get better at dealing with the uncertainty of it all. This tournament in particular, I was especially unfazed by the uncertainty, didn't even bat an eye. It felt completely normal, just not knowing what was going to happen. And this ended up conserving a lot of mental energy. And that only comes with experience. As for the tennis, I learned a great deal from the 2 hits that I had with girls at this tournament. We are creating plenty of time and space, and we are always ready for every single shot. And while we will continue to solidify this, to get bulletproof consistency playing in this way, we are also going to shift our focus to a more aggressive and intensive point building system in our points. Aggressive in the sense that we are going to be looking for this opportunity off of the serve or the return itself. Intensive in the sense that we are going to be forcing our hand in the strategy that is happening in the points themselves. Now that we've finally gained the ability to put the ball anywhere that we want to, at will, we are going to work on doing this much more confidently. We've got a few serve and return things that we're going to clean up to increase the quality from the beginning of the point, increase the armory by getting a little bit more comfortable with our drop shots, and believing in our ability to execute with every fiber of our body to eliminate any and all hesitation so we can really lean in to winning these points.